Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a one brand tutorial mostly on L'Oreal things. I'm missing eyebrows, bronzer, highlight, and blush, so I just threw in, other than the eyebrows, drugstore finds. So yeah, I'm just going to show you guys mostly all L'Oreal makeup, and let's just get right into it. So some of this stuff it's my first time using. I think only 2 of the products. This is one of them. This is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, and inside it's kind of like a mousse, and it's white. It's really interesting. It kind of feels like it's like a pore filling and smoothing primer. It's really weird. It's really thick, but I kind of like it. By the way, sorry I was gone for like a week. I have a sick little boy, and I also had my anniversary on Sunday. So I was just preparing for that and just taking a little time off to deal with my sick little boy. So if you look kind of close up, it does actually look like it filled in my pores, so that is really nice. I haven't ever tried a drugstore primer that I like yet, so I'm crossing my fingers. So now I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal True Match. I have mine in shade N3. This was actually in my top 10 favorite drugstore foundations, so I'll link that video below. And I'm just gonna dot it all over my face like I always do. Alright, and taking my flat top kabuki brush, just blending it all in. Alright, so that is the foundation. It's looking pretty good. It's kind of light medium, and you can build it up. I'm just not going to today. So we're going to move on to the L'Oreal True Match Corrector Concealer, and I have mine in W45. Alright, and I'm going to take my buffing brush . Is the concealer. It's pretty full coverage, and it's actually one of my favorites, not even from the drugstore, just a favorite, because I think it gives a lot of coverage and it lasts for a really long time. It doesn't seem to like sink into all my under eye lines and all that kind of good stuff. So now this is the other thing I've never used. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder, and I have mine in N3. It's just a regular pressed powder, so I'm going to use this to set my face and the concealer that I put on my eyes. So first impressions on that, I actually really like it. It's It doesn't kind of cling on to any dry patches, and it sets it down to not like a super duper matte, and it's not really falling into my forehead lines. And yeah, I really like that. So I am going in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz for my brows, and I'll be right back. Alright, so my eyebrows are done, and now we're going to move on to a few face products. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, and this is in the shade Ticket to Brazil. Alright, and for blush, I'm using the Milani powder blush in Romantic Rose. And this is by far one of my favorite drugstore blushes. I think it's so pretty. Alright, and then for highlight, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Natural Nude highlight brick thing. The label's worn off because I've had this so long. And as you can see, this is one of the most blinding highlights. And just like the concealer, it's probably one of my favorites, and it's like 13 or 14 bucks. It's super cheap. So now we're going to move on to eyes. So for eyes, I'm going to be using the La Palette Nude 2, and these are more of like browny purple cool tones, which is a lot different for me. So I'm going to zoom you guys in a little closer and we'll get started. So I think I'm going to start out with this color right here. It is like a light pinky lilac, and this palette actually does come with a little mirror, so that's really nice. And I'm just going to buff this into my crease. Great, and now, I think I'm gonna go in to this kind of cool lighter brown. Alright, and then the last color I'm going to put in my crease is going to be this dark purple. There we go. And I'm just going to focus this on the outer edge. Alright, so this palette doesn't really have any metallics. It just has these two kind of like light and a little bit darker beige, and they're just kind of shimmers. So I think I will just take a big blending brush and just kind of sweep a little bit of the lighter beige on my lid. And then I'm gonna finish off the look by going in with that dark purple on my lower lash line. Alright, so that is the look that I came up with on my eyes, and I actually really like it even though it's kind of cool toned and more purple. So I am going to finish off the eyes with the Voluminous Carbon Black. I'm sure you guys have seen this brush. It's just a regular fiber brush. And again, that's actually one of my favorite mascaras as well. I really love L'Oreal products. I think they do a really good job and they're not super expensive. They're a little bit on the higher end of the drugstore, but yeah, they give you really good quality. So I'm gonna zoom you guys back out and do my lips and then we'll be done. So for lips, I have the Infallible Pro Matte Gloss, and mine is in the shade 314 Nude Elude. It's a really pretty kind of dusty rose. Alright guys, so that is the final look. I really enjoyed using mostly all L'Oreal products, and I hope you guys like this video, and thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!